This is a Flying Cow production.
Sup, losers? We're here again for movie battles. You know what it is. Disney, Pixar, trivia, yay! And I'm the reason you are all here. Your host, the Hammer, 3-time movie battles champion. No one else can say that. And of course, I got Vicky Green. How are we doing, Vicky? It's great to see you again.
This is what my life has come to, calling movie trivia matches with you. Yeah, I'm here.
You are here.
You're here. I don't know if you've got something behind the scenes worked out with one of the competitors, because he's here. Last time I called a match, you both were here, so...
Yeah. Our competitors. So, this is a second round match. Let's just say I'm here to make sure things go the way they're supposed to. Okay?
Supposed to.
Because we have playing in this match Jeremy Adams.
Wow.
And Mr. VHS, Nazario Montenegro. And pains me to say this, but I'm rooting for Nazario. I never thought I'd say that, like, ever.
I once thought your videos were marked safe for kids, but you come out with such vulgarities now. Rage competitions.
You know what? If the cow wants to, he's got a little button. He can edit. He can do whatever trickery he wants. All right. But yeah, I call him how I see him. Okay. I'm just gonna say, both of these are good competitors, but Jeremy sucks. Nazario's gonna win. That's how things are.
How about we meet our competitors for tonight instead of just bashing them the whole time?
Sure. Sounds like a plan. Introducing first, representing the worst things you can think of, with a record of 3 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 knockout. Yeah, who gave that to you, Jeremy? Jeremy, the Adams.
Jeremy, welcome.
Hello.
Good to see you again.
It's good to be here. Hello, guys.
Is it? Is it good to be here? Is it good to be here? Do you feel good about yourself, Jeremy?
Yeah, I just gotta say, that new nickname that you gave me, I actually kind of like it.
Do you?
I think it was supposed to be an insult, but
sure.
It makes me seem cool.
Well, then you know what? Farfignugan Adams. How do you like that one? That one better?
I'll have to speak to the
Jeremy
cow
the
and see how that works.
Adams. Is that one good for you?
God.
You know what?
I appreciate you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, you know what, Jeremy? Why don't you go away? Okay,
right.
You go away.
Well, I'm excited to be playing Nazario tonight. It's an honor. Awesome tournament. Yeah, this is going to be a tough match, but I'm excited about all the usual stuff. Okay. All right.
How did I never notice how boring you are?
I'm sorry, Jeremy. I'm sorry.
All right.
No way. And his opponent, representing your local video store with a record of 5 wins, 4 defeats, and 3 knockouts. He is a member of the 2022 Elimination Gauntlet Final 5. He is coming soon to home video, Mr. VHS Nazario Montenegro. Nazario, how are you, sir? You feeling confident today? Huh?
Am I?
Come on, Nazario. This is like one of the only times I'm going to be in your corner, okay? Appreciate it.
Yeah, where's all the derogatory terms for Nazario here?
Look,
You were handing them out in dozens
That's weird.
before.
Last time you gave me so much shit.
I'm sorry, Nazario. Are you upset that I'm not bashing you?
Nah, it's just weird.
Okay, look, I'm not a big fan of you, but when I put the two of you side by side, I'm going to root for you. All right? Jeremy Adams is a brumble stain on this whole community. Okay, I'm calling it right now. So I'm looking for somebody to take him out of the tournament. You're my guy. You got it?
Yeah. I always thought it was weird that he called himself the Adam Adams. Isn't that like repetitive?
It's a little redundant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vernon.
Hello.
Why haven't you invited me to a fan's view of trivia?
Been a busy schedule.
Fair.
All right. Well, what do you say? Let's get Mr. Personality himself back in here.
Sure.
You like that nickname? Huh?
It's a shame that you guys aren't a fan of alliteration. It's an awesome name.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this travesty underway, shall we?
You are a piece of work.
Thank you, Vernon. Thank you, Vicky. Sorry, I almost called you by the wrong name. Thank you, Vicky. All right, let's do this. All right, round number 1, the rules. Yay, 8 questions. You got 15 seconds. You write them down. They're all worth 1 point in this round. You get a perfect, you get a bonus round or question. Not a round, just a question. You got 3 repeats. You got a challenge. If you need them, use them. All right. You guys are good, right?
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Speak to me, Jeremy. Speak to me.
Why would he want to?
Good luck, Nazario.
Good luck, man.
Vicky, are you ready?
I am absolutely ready to get this over with.
Oh, wow. Vicky, you sound so enthused today. So enthused.
Well, when you got to share the screen with a jackass, that's what happens.
You know what? That's fair about Jeremy. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So let's do this. Let's put the hammer down on Jeremy's face. All right. First question in the category of early classics and classics. These are films mostly of the 30s through the 50s. And your question. The film Dumbo takes place in what type of location?
I feel like I'm co-hosting with Dumbo right now.
Hey, you do realize that, Vicky, that Jeremy's playing. I'm co-hosting.
I am well aware of what I said, sir. I am well aware of what I said.
Oh, are you playing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Jeremy.
Circus.
It is a circus. Nazario.
Circus.
Circus all around. Wherever Jeremy is, it's always a circus, right, Jeremy? Because
3 rings.
Can't be
baby.
trusted. Yeah, absolutely. Tied. Going into the next question.
Your second question, in the realm of Renaissance films, which are mostly 90s, which of these performers cannot be heard in Disney's Pocahontas? Billy Connolly, Jennifer Tilly, or Linda Hunt?
Questions.
I have a lot of questions about you.
Vicky, how do you feel about Pocahontas? Good, bad, indifferent? You like to wear a hat? You like to do a little dance when you hear about the film?
You know, my opinion's just around the river bend. I don't know.
Good one. Did you write that one before you came?
I sure did.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to get a better writer. All right. You do this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mr. VHS, your answer, please.
I'm going with Chucky's girlfriend, Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly is correct. And Jeremy?
For Tilly.
And we're still tied up.
Yeah. Okay. So going into the third question, the films of the dark times, the 2000s. You will find the characters Helga Sinclair and Preston B. Whitmore in which film?
You know, I come to these things looking forward to hosting with the Flying Cow, and then you're here, and it truly is like the dark times.
Oh, come on, Vicky. Look, we've gone around and around and around this. You love me, and you know it. You should just admit it. Say you love me. Say you love me. Say it.
Can you count for these fellas, please?
5, 4, 3, 2,
I'll get a repeat.
1. Go. Oh, all right. I'll give it to you. Very last second there, Jeremy. You're lucky I'm a nice guy. I'm just gonna say. You will find the characters Helga Sinclair and Preston B. Whitmore in which film? Yeah, you didn't even need that repeat, did you? You just wanted to hear me speak again. You miss me that much, Jeremy? Well, too bad. That ship has sailed. I'm just saying. You missed your chance, buddy. In 5.
Feel sorry for these competitors.
3, 2. All right, Jeremy, did it pay off?
I don't know. Princess and the Frog?
That is
Nope.
incorrect. Nazario,
Atlantis is the Lost Empire.
that is correct.
You asked me
So-
that last match, so I didn't think that was it.
Oh,
You messed with me.
never know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
You should know this
Alright.
is probably going to be rigged by this guy. Question 4. In the realm of Pixar, in which film will you hear the phrase, adventure is out there?
I think we're done.
It, are you telling me you don't need any more time? Is that what you're saying,
Yes.
Nazario? All right, fine. Go.
Right? Well, then, Nazario, your answer, please.
Up.
And Jeremy.
Be more correct. Up. I could have got the exclamation point.
That is correct.
All right. Pedantic as always. You always got on my nerves. You understand that? You know that? You did. All right. Going now to Hybrid and Muppets. These are, of course, the live action animation combinations and Muppets films. In which film will you find the characters Zipper, Gadget, and Monterey Jack?
You know, you were giving the description that these could be Muppet films.
Yes.
I think they got that by saying the category was hybrid and Muppets.
Hey, I just read what's on the prompter, man. Okay, I'm not the one that made these rules.
Is that how you work? You read what's on the prompter?
I'm a professional. I'll have you know, Vernon. Okay. Got me all. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Jamie.
Chippendales Rescue Rangers?
No, it's Chippendale's Rescue Rangers. Nazario.
Oh shit, I just said Rescue Rangers movie from this year.
That is not the actual title of the film. It is, in fact, Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, so I don't think we can count that.
I almost got the title wrong too, Nazario. I was second guessing.
It's a great fucking movie, but
It's a good movie. Yeah.
All right, so Jeremy has now tied it up, unfortunately, at 4 apiece, going into the 6th question.
Which is going to be in the category of decline in wilderness films, mainly the 60s through the 80s. Which Disney animated film was released in 1967?
See how well our players know their release dates. I mean, you know, these guys
We're
are
done.
magicians. Oh, are you doing this now, Jeremy? You're going to tell me when
Just
you're
saluting
done?
the style of
how
my
this works?
wonderful co-player here.
You know what? I'm fine when he does it.
Okay.
You, not so much. You know what? Fine.
Nazario, your answer, please.
Jungle Book.
And Jeremy.
The Jungle Book.
The Jungle Book is correct.
Good thing you both got it right. I'm just saying.
A lot of
All right.
confidence tonight.
Yeah, there is. 5-all going into question number 7. Package films, the short collections of the 40s. Which of these is not a segment of Melody Time? Blame It on the Samba, A Lonely Winter Time, Trees, or Bumble Boogie?
These lovely package films.
Yeah, these.
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question. All right, that is Nazario's first. All right, and your question again. Which of these is not a segment of Melody Time? Blame It on the Samba, A Lonely Winter Time, Trees, or Bumble Boogie?
It's a very long-winded question.
Right? And Nazario made me say it twice. Nazario, I'm trying really hard to like you today.
Well,
and
you're full of hot air, so it works.
You know what, Vicky? You're on my short list too. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. J name.
Freeze.
That is incorrect. Nazario.
I mean, they all sound like Melody Time segments, but I think this is slightly wrong.
A
That's where
Lonely Winter Time
that's where you
is
throw me off.
correct. Yes, the name of the short is Once Upon a
Yeah.
Winter Time.
There we go.
Nice flex
Messing
there.
with you a little bit there. All right, so Nazario once again taking that 1-point lead back. We will just have to see how things shape up with this final question.
Question 8 in CG Revolution, 2010s through the present. Who provides the voice of Ralph in Wreck-It Who provides the voice of Ralph in the Wreck-It Ralph franchise?
Having some issues reading the question, Vicky? Do you need to, clean your glasses a little bit? Be a little smudgy?
Don't worry about my issues. You
Smudgy?
just worry about the timer, please.
They don't need time. They're fine. 5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nazario
Don't you, Riley?
and Jeremy.
T. Riley.
Very much correct there.
Yes, very much. Very
Yeah.
much.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
Couldn't
So
find the
at the
words.
end of round number 1, Nazario has a 1-point lead. Way to go, Nazario. Over.
Technically, I didn't miss anything, but whatever.
Ooh.
You wrote down the wrong movie title. That's all I'm saying. All right. So.
Nazario arguing for the benefit of the doubt roll. I love it.
Yeah, it's weird.
He didn't challenge. I'm just saying. All right. So, 1 point up going into round number 2. So let's do this. All right. In round number 2, the wheel round. You spin the wheel. You don't like it, you can spin again unless you got opponent's choice. Opponent's choice, in which you got 4 questions. They're worth 2 points unless you go to multiple choice, in which case they're worth 1 point. You got 15 seconds. If you miss it, the other person can steal. You got your repeats. You got your challenges. All right, let's do this. Nazario, you are currently in the lead by 1 point. Gotta increase that lead. Do you want to spin first or defer to Jeremy?
Thinking hard about it, he is.
Apparently he is, yeah.
This is where I would actually ask Mike what to do, but you do not allow managers in this league, so
Not right now.
I'll defer.
All right. So, Jeremy,
Yep.
the Brumblestain himself is going to be getting the wheel first. So let's go ahead and bring that up. All right. Jeremy, can you see the wheel? You know what?
I
Don't
can.
care.
All right.
Let's spin this wheel. And you have landed on villains. Fitting. Villain. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
There's ones that are worse for me, so I'll go ahead and take a shot and keep it.
All right. Yeah, I knew you would, villain. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to bring up 4 questions in the category of villains. And don't want to, but I got to. I'm going to be reading these questions to you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
All right, you ready for this? All right.
I hope.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. All right. And your first question in the category of villains. What is the first name of the Hunchback of Notre Dame villain, Judge Frollo?
Claude.
Of course you know that, villain. 2 points.
Coach Claude Frollo.
All right. Going now to the next question. What is the name of Susan Sarandon's villainous queen in Enchanted? Looking for her first name.
Oh, the first name.
First name.
I know one name. I'm not sure if it's the first or the last.
You could always take a guess and see.
Let's go multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice. It is. Your options there. Is it A, Leona, B, Nerissa, C, Cecily, or D, Rochelle?
B, Nerissa.
Yeah, correct. Got it. Jeez. All right.
It's all right.
Go now
Good job.
to... Thank you, Vicky. Thank you for that encouragement. I appreciate
No problem.
that. Yeah. Third question, in the category of villains. What John Carpenter alum provides the voice of Dr. Facilier, the Shadow Man, in The Princess and the Frog?
Keith David.
Yeah. Who would have thought that Jeremy would have done so well at villains? I wonder. All right. Last question, Jeremy. In Toy Story 3, what is Lotso said to smell like?
Multiple choice.
Yeah, thought so. All right. Multiple
Wow.
choice. It is the answer A, happiness, B, strawberries, C, dreams, or D, cherries?
Happiness.
That is incorrect. So Nazario is going to get the opportunity to steal. In Toy Story 3, what is Lotso said to smell like? Is it A, happiness, B, strawberries, C, dreams, or D, cherries?
Tony Side is ruled with an iron fist by a bear that smells like strawberries.
Damn, that was my other thought.
Strawberries is correct for a 1-point steal. So at the end of the first half of that round, Jeremy leads by a narrow 3 points, but Nazario has yet to spin. Oh, this is good. This is good. All right, I'm going to bring up the wheel for Nazario. Come on, Nazario, bring it home. All right.
Oh.
Such one-sided match calling here.
Hey, you're here too, Vicky. You're here too. All right, Nazario, can you see the wheel?
Yeah.
All right, then here's your spin. And you have landed on actors. As a reminder, these are voice actors as well as live action actors. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
Spinning again. All right, here we go. Round and round. Anything more? Ooh! And he has landed on Spinner's Choice.
That's convenient.
Look at that. Nazario, what would you like, sir?
Guess give me package films.
Package films it is. All right, so we are going to bring up 4 questions in the category of package films for Nazario. And I'm so sorry, Nazario. These questions are going to be read to you by none other than Vicky Green himself.
Well, at least I'll give you an honest question reading here without all the nonsense. Your first question for 2 points. The realm of package films. In the Three Caballeros, what does Jose Carioca, thank you, at least you were helpful in some way, use to light some firecrackers?
His cigar.
That is correct for 2 points. I apologize for the misreading of the question, but good job.
It's good, Nazario. I like that. It's good.
And now trailing by 1 point for your second question. What is the name of the bear Bongo falls in love with in Fun and Fancy Free?
Lulu Bell.
That is correct. Now with a 1 point lead, Nazario takes going into his third question.
Ruling package films. Yes, yes, yes.
In Make Mine Music, at the end of the Johnny Fedora and Alice Bluebonnet segment, they end up as hats for what type of animal?
Horses.
Horses is correct. Now a 3 point lead with your final question. In the Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Ichabod comes into town to do what job?
The teacher.
That is also correct. A perfect round 2 for Mr. VHS.
Woo! Nazario sweeps his round number 2, which gives him a 5-point lead over Jeremy the Crust Face Adams. All right. So let us go ahead and get this into round number 3 and get this over with. All right. Let's bring up the rules. All right. You guys know how this works. You can pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20. You get 3 questions. They're worth 2, 3, and 5 points. You got 15 seconds. There's no stealer, no multiple choice. You got your repeats. You got your challenges. You're going down, Jeremy. You hear me?
Looks
Going
that way.
down. All right. So, Nazario, you get to pick your 3 numbers first. What sounds good?
One.
Uh-huh.
2.
Uh-huh.
20.
You know, Nazario, you're making it really hard to read. Just
That was some
All
deep
right.
thought for those 3 numbers.
Justin.
I'll go 5, 14, and 7.
5, 14, 7.
That's a pretty good pyramid.
I've never heard anyone say numbers more boring. Have you, Vicky? Oh, of course you have. It's you.
I
Okay.
don't like you.
Really? I didn't know that. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. So here we go. Jeremy is currently down by 5 points, which means that he is going to have to hit some questions in order to send this back to Nazario. All right, so Jeremy, your question for 2 points. You chose number 5. That relates to the category of princesses. All right. And your question for 2 points in princesses. Which princess can be seen brushing her hair with a fork?
Ariel.
Nuh-uh, it's Ariel. Oh, that's what you said. Crap. All
Also known
right,
as a dingle
yeah,
hopper.
Yeah, okay. So 2 points. Now moving on to your 3-point question. You get this right, you will tie things up with Nazario. All right. So your question for 3 points. You chose number 14. And that relates to the category of early Pixar. And your question. In The Incredibles, what is the name of the insurance company that Mr. Incredible works for?
Good question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste the time. I don't know this guy's INS insurance. I don't know.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Insuracare. Insuracare. All right. So we are down now to Jeremy's 5. So as a reminder, Jeremy, you get this right, you will send it back to Nazario to have to answer some questions. However, if you miss, then you lose. And Nazario moves on to the semifinal. Okay. All right. You chose number 7. And that relates to the category of Oscars. And your question for 5 points. How many Pixar films have won Best Animated Feature? You have 20 seconds.
Definitely worthy of 5 points.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the
1.
question, please.
All right, that is your second. You have one more. In the category of Oscars for 5 points, how many Pixar films have won Best Animated Feature? In 5, 4, 3.
Have one more
2.
repeat.
You've got
All right,
one
more. Okay.
final one, and then you're toast. All right. Category of Oscars for 5 points. How many Pixar films have won Best Animated Feature?
I'm gonna say 9.
And your winner by TKO, Mr. VHS, Nazario Montenegro. I've never been so happy to say that. It was 11, Jeremy. 11. You would have known that if you had come to our study sessions. I'm just saying.
Bash the player the whole time and then run him through the dirt afterwards.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
This
He
is-
deserves what he gets. All right. So, great job, Nazario. You were pathetic, Jeremy. We'll see you guys for interviews. Well, there you have it, Vicky. There you have it. Just goes to show that you never cross the hammer. The Brumble stain is out, and we all know why. Because he disappointed me.
Well, you go all season and you get bashed the whole season by one of the hosts.
Yeah.
I mean, your knowledge is going to falter at some point because of just all the harassment.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you finally backed the right horse for once. You might want to
Hey.
go buy a lotto ticket.
You know what? Sometimes you have to pick the lesser of two evils.
Can you get that out?
I'm sorry,
Exactly.
Vicky. What? You know what? I'm done with this. Let's go ahead and go to the interviews. I think somebody more intelligent is over there.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Jeremy, a tough loss there, my friend. I've seen you at your best, and now I think I've seen you at your worst. What was going through your mind coming into round 3 with such a big deficit?
I mean, I don't think it was I had, similar amount of points in my other matches. But I wasn't going up against Nazario then, and you gotta be at the top of your game when you're playing somebody like Nazario, and I knew that. And there are certain categories, that I could have gotten 8 on, and you just never know which ones those are going to be, and just the way that the questions go. And I mean, you always second guess things. Like, I knew Narissa was in my head right away, but then I just second guessed it. And then, the strawberries jumped into my head, and I said, when you don't know 100%, it's just hard not to second guess. And, but, I don't feel bad because, I got in the second round of this tournament with, people that probably study Disney, more than I do. I, play in other general trivia leagues and stuff. So I love Disney. It's been a part of my life since I was a child, but some of these guys, eat, drink, and sleep Disney. So I feel good with what I've done in this league this year. I think it was a good first year for me, and hopefully, I'll be able to really dedicate more to it next season and get up there, on a level of somebody like Nazario, who's just, played more matches than I am, and he's firing on all cylinders. And I've known the guy since 2017, and I know, that's one of the first things that we bonded on was our love of Disney and our love of animation and stuff like that. So, it was an honor to play him, and I kind of had a feeling it was going to go this way. But hopefully next year, who knows, our paths could cross again, and I'll be in a different position then. You never know. So, I feel pretty good though. It was a good season for me.
Always next season, just keep your head up, keep the hammer out of your ear, and I think you'll do just fine next season. Good seeing you play, and I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Mr. VHS himself, Nazario, congratulations on your win. How do you feel coming out of that? I mean, you got a TKO going into your next round. Tell me about your thoughts going into round 3, seeing the fact that you could just sit back and relax.
Well, I wasn't expecting the TKO. I was expecting to actually have to answer some questions, which always makes me nervous because for some reason, round 1, round 2, cool as a cucumber. Round 3 scares the shit out of me. But, can't tell you that, before I finish the match.
Yeah. So speaking of finishing the match, you won today, but coming up in the next round, you're going against Brian Nussbaum himself. I know Brian is one hell of a competitor. How are you going to prep for what's coming your way?
Vernon, I have 4 losses on my record, 2 champions, and Brian twice.
Mm-hmm.
The man went after my kidney last time, and he got what he wanted. But this time, probably going to happen the same thing again. I just cannot beat the man, but I will try.
Well, you are one step closer to a championship match. I do wish you the best in playing against Brian, even though you've got the hammer in your corner. I don't know how much I support about that.
Yeah, well, how did that happen? That's weird.
You weren't Jeremy. That's how that happened. This man flip-flops so much like a fish, it's not even funny. But good luck. I hope you stay in his good graces, and the best of luck to you in your next matchup.
Cool beans.
First of all, Vicky, let's make one thing perfectly plain, okay? I am not in Nazario's corner. This was a one-time deal. I mean, he said
Yeah.
cool beans. Who still says that?
There's that
This
flip flop.
isn't the 90s. Yeah, no, look, this was a one-time deal. Like I said, the necessary evil, okay, just to take Jeremy out of the tournament. He did his job. Good boy. He's done now, okay? I don't need him anymore. All right. I've already got winners. Okay. I'm already backing the guy who's gonna win the tournament. So yeah, this is I don't need Nazario, don't need it. All right. But
No surprise.
Gotta say the right thing happened today. Okay. Oh, this has just been delicious. And what I really love is that Vicky, you were here to witness all of it. Wasn't it just so much fun to just see me triumph again and again and again and again and again and again?
I'm absolutely speechless. You are out of control. I hope that somebody gets a hold of the hammer and puts him down eventually.
Oh, I gotta tell you,
I feel sorry for the players.
I am completely out of control. No one can stop me. I'm telling you, no. Woo! I have always wanted to do that to him. Ooh,
Thank you.
That felt
Thank
good.
you in advance. Yeah.
That felt good. Oh, I mean, you know, I couldn't let you deal with that anymore, Vernon. I really couldn't. I'm so sorry. But I, you know, just gotta say, it is as always great to have you here, victorious Vernon Green. Nice to say that too.
Well, it was never victorious here with my unfortunate losses, but it's always been an honor to be here.
We're always victorious, sir.
Yes, thank you. It's always been a pleasure calling matches with you, and somewhat of a pleasure calling matches with the Hammer. Always good questions, always good competitors, always a good time over here on Movie Battles.
Good stuff. All right. Well, I got to say, I am excited about what is coming up because this is not the final second round match. We've got one more coming up, and then we've got the semifinals and then the finals after that. We got a lot of great stuff to check out here at Movie Battles. We got a lot of great stuff here on the Flying Cow channel. Make sure to check out all of our podcasts, whether it be Discussions, our Disney podcast, Nostalgia Cow, our where we review entertainment from our childhood, or maybe you go over to our patreon.com/the Flying Cow, and you check out our Patreon exclusive podcast Around the World about the Ernest films. We got some great stuff going on, so make sure to check all of that stuff out. But in order to see any of it, you got to stay here. You got to stay watching. And as always, move.
Moo.